Good morning, Britain. Heavy snow brings treacherous conditions to parts of the UK, forcing schools to close and creating dangerous conditions on the roads. Forecasts are warning of 50-mile-an-hour winds today and up to 40 centimetres of snow as blizzard conditions cause significant disruption.
Positively treacherous here in Calderdale. As you can see, the A roads are running fairly smooth because they've been gritted, but the ones off it, if you pan over there, you'll see everybody, even the lorries, even the 4x4s are getting stuck. And according to the experts, it's really not over yet.
At least 6 people are dead and dozens more wounded after a gunman opened fire at Jehovah's Witness Centre in Hamburg.
Rishi Sunak heads to Paris to meet the French president, hoping to draw a line in the sand after years of frosty relations. Top of the agenda, tackling the small boats crisis.
Wimbledon looks set to lift its ban on Russian players competing in this year's tournament. Is that fair? Should we keep politics and sports separate? Or does it send the wrong message at a time of war? We're going to be debating that later on in the show. Let us know your thoughts.
And we're speaking to the former truck driver who underwent gender confirmation surgery at the age of 80. Isabel Jeffrey joins to explain why she opted for the procedure so late in life and how she's got the blessing of her childhood sweetheart.
And 3 finalists, all with their eyes on the prize. Niall Wilson, Joey Essex and the Vivian join us live later in the show as they battle it out for this year's Dancing on Ice crown.
Heavy snow continues to batter much of northern England, Wales, and central areas of the UK as well, and it's set to clear as we head through the day, but we have snow drifts of many feet in many areas.
Friday, 10th of March 2023, live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Ben Shephard and Kate Garraway.
Hi there, good morning. So it looks set to be pretty treacherous weather all over, certainly the Midlands and the north.
Yeah, sort of Birmingham northwards. And as the further you go, the more problematic it seems to be getting, doesn't it?
Yeah, Nick Dixon yesterday was at a gritting depot because, of course, the gritters play a hugely important role in order to make sure we can get about on our roads and you try and keep people safe. Now, of course, what we also know is that gritters get great names for their gritters.
They do get great
amazing.
names. And it's fun spotting them when you're stuck in traffic because of the weather. Seeing a funny name on the side of a gritter is good.
Spread Sheeran was one of our favourites from yesterday. However, Nick did point out that one of the gritters that is under the control of Aberdeen Council didn't have a name.
That's true.
No, and it was offered up, a name was offered up by one of our viewers, that it should be called Kate Grittaway. And it has since been named...
No!
and launched as the gritter.
This is the most exciting moment of my life, Ben.
You have... There it is, Kate. You can see...
Kate Grittaway.
It is christened...
Is that real or is that our graphics department?
No.
Have we really done it?
Aberdeen Council.
Wow. Sorry, I was leaning forward because I'm so short-sighted. I was trying to read the name.
There, look, you can see it closer. Can you see on the big screen? Jack, bring that big one, the big monitor behind, because honestly, that's still not big enough. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in.
Grittaway. That is unbelievable.
Oh, it's you unplugged it.
I want to know what department it is. I want to speak to them. Get in touch with me.
Aberdeen City Council have taken the time to get someone with a big marker pen and scrawl on Kate Grittaway. So if you're on the streets of Aberdeen and you happen to see Kate Grittaway, can you send us a picture?
Please do.
We'd love to see it in action.
We would, wouldn't we? I bet it's brilliant.
Oh, it looks
really
very
efficient. I bet it doesn't cause any mess.
Very hearty. Very glamorous, very efficient, and keeping people safe. There's so much about it that's not you, of course.
I know. It's everything I want to be. I actually want to be a gritter lorry.
I feel like me and Charlotte need a gritter now, though.
Yes,
as well.
Yes.
We need some suggestions for Charlotte. What could Charlotte's gritter name be? Someone did tweet me and say, "What about Ben Spreadhard?" But that seemed like it was. I'm not sure.
That's like a particularly vigorous application of margarine on toast, doesn't it? I don't like that at all. That's not good.
Keep the ice at bay, but might cause a few issues along the way. But what would you call the
The Charlotte Hawkins gritter lorry. We want that this morning.
Something sophisticated.
Trying to wrap my brains. It's not going very quickly in terms of rhyming of hawk.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there by the end of the show. We'll get there by the end of the show.
Aberdeen Council, thank you very much. I mean, what an honour.
It's a huge honour, Aberdeen Council. Get in touch with me. Let's talk. I'm going to come up and I'm going to drive that gritter lorry.
You can officially launch it with a bottle of champagne across the gritter. Very
excited. And we are talking weather this morning, by the way. It was heavy snow overnight, and that's brought hazard and conditions needing of Kate Grittaway.
He's going to be very busy.
Very busy. Large parts of the country have warned only to travel if necessary. It's one of those things, weather like this, isn't it? That if you're a kid, it's Narnia, it's wonderful. If you're trying to get anywhere, and with the warnings that are in place, it's actually pretty challenging.
Yeah, those warnings Kate's talking about, the amber warnings are in place for the Peak District, Pennines and North Wales. Some areas are set to face 50-mile-an-hour winds and 40 centimetres of snow. Laura is going to give us the update and the outlook from Derbyshire in just a moment, where it's already looking very blustery. First, let's go to Katie, who's in Calderdale, West Yorkshire. You were in the West Midlands yesterday, Katie, and it looked sort of pretty impressive. This is a whole different level now, though.